I'm Randy Donley from Donley Auctions in Union, Illinois, and I'm here today at Wayne Lensing. Here's Wayne Lensing, and I'm here at his fabulous museum, Historic Auto Attractions. Wayne, I'm just blown away always when I walk into your museum. It's just absolutely fabulous. And we're standing here today in front of Richard Petty's car, his 1960 Plymouth. This historic car we are actually going to be auctioning off this year, and you have to stay tuned for this because it's going to be a doozy of an auction.
I used to race. This is a very special car in racing world.
Isn't it true that this isn't his first car, this is his second car, correct? The first car does not exist.
That is correct, Randy. Now, the first car that he won his first race in was in '59. This is a 1960, as you mentioned. He won his second, third, and fourth victory, and he won 200 of those total in his career. Now, that's why they call him King Richard. There is nobody else achieved that kind of goal.
This car is fabulous. It's loaded with history, and the restoration work's already been done.
Do you notice the color of this car? Back then, a lot of the racers, including Richard, they weren't overloaded with funds. So he had part of a gallon of blue, he had part of a gallon of white. He went and took those two and poured them together, and when he got done mixing them up, this is what I come out with. This color becomes so established with the Pettys that the paint companies went and made a color code out of it.
Can we pop the hood once?
Oh boy, we sure can.
This is a 1960 Plymouth.
Yes, it is. I believe the motor on it's like a 413.
That probably was the largest engine of Plymouths.
Yeah, that was common in that day. Randy, I got to tell you something special about this. Now, the pit crews back in that day, they had no way of knowing much about tire wear. So actually, it was up to the driver a lot. We got this cable here, and you'd pull it, and the trap door would open up. And the driver under yellow would actually look at the tire and see how much thread was left on it.
That's absolutely incredible.
I think so.
What a clever little idea.
Yeah.
Now, so that wasn't standard. That's a Richard Petty special, huh?
Yeah, that was old Richard. He come up with that clever idea.
Wow.
Safety back then wasn't really known much. I mean, they didn't even have shoulder harness. They had just seat belts. When they get in real violent flips and that, you'd see the drivers, they'd be hanging outside the windows as the car's flipping.
Boy, this is a nice solid car.
Yep. You can see where the shocks went up, and they had special mounts going through the trunk and all that to control their roll rates and all that their stuff. But boy, this thing is totally clean.
Wow. One thing that interests me so much about this car is the stellar provenance. We've got a certificate right from Richard Petty that says, this is my car, it was restored, here's the races I won with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get any better.
It can't get no better. It's totally notarized. He verifies he won his second, third, and fourth feature in it.
Wow.
And I mean, I'll say it again. There ain't nobody else won 200 races, and this is the oldest existing car. It's more than the car. It's about the history.
Right.
A model toy company come in here and asked if they could make a model car of this.
How many cars could you own that they've made models of? Doesn't get any rarer in racing history.
You're buying history.
And as always, I'm Randy Donley.
And I'm Wayne Lensing from Historic Auto Attractions, and
we'll
we will
see you at the auction.
auction.